How is everybody doing? So today we're going to play the game of can I make it back to my car before it rains? Fun little game. Just walking over the bridge by the Colorado River. The Silicon Labs building is over there. That weird thing over there, that's supposed to be an owl, but I never understood that. That building doesn't look like no damn owl I've ever seen. You have that looks like a slide. Every time I see that building, it just kind of makes me think of somebody giving up. The entire building is shaped like a slide. So whatever floor you're on, it just looks like you just get on the building, and once you've had enough, you slide off into the river. That's a Four Seasons hotel over there. So after this is Chavez Street. That's kind of like it's like Austin's Delancey Street. And this is kind of like the Brooklyn Bridge-ish thing of Austin when it comes to tourists walking down. Yeah, Madison, there's no stream saver here. I disabled that thing when I signed up. I'm not kidding, Green Cat. I have 5 bars of 5G. AT&T is not paying a 7% dividend based on reinvesting in their network, that's for sure. That looks like a beautiful hotel. The Line Hotel right next to the Four Seasons. If you eat at that hotel's restaurant, oh, you have a beautiful view right out there of this. And this is nice. Like, this is a nice view. If you're rich enough to live in that building over there, every time you look outside at night, you get to look at this, which is kind of cool. Nice view. Stabilization on. That doesn't exist. This is the YouTube app. You get no settings, no frames per second, no resolution, no ISO, no nothing. You get record. This is the YouTube app. 2006 Vivitar. Yo, I had a 2001 film Vivitar. I actually still have it at home. I gotta fix that thing so I can use it again. I am walking. I used to do my running, or I used to use the elliptical at the gym or the treadmill. I am making the osteoarthritis by doing speed walking now instead. I still want to get my exercise in without destroying my joints. That is a pimped out truck. The GMC Canyon with the giant wheels. That is sweet. That is a sweet looking truck. Very nice truck. Fresh paint too. Looks quality. Kind of jealous of that truck. Even the audio, yes. This microphone went through the wash and the dryer. Do you have a referral link to this AT&T service? You see, you don't need a referral link. Anybody that goes to AT&T.com has an opportunity to get this amazing service. All you got to do is go to AT&T.com, baby. Who says that I don't sponsor companies, and services, and products and influencers? ChatGPT could draw this in ASCII art, and it would look better than an AT&T. Yeah, according to, I have something that's similar to Nload running on my phone, so it tells me the bandwidth usage. This is uploading at 40 kilobytes per second. That means this video is a max of 480 kilobits per second, being encoded piece of shit. So that'll give you how bad it's gonna look. That's Fogo de Chao over there, one of my favorite steakhouses. Eddie V's is a little bit better, but there's no real, Eddie V's is in less of the areas I go to. My favorite Fogo de Chao is the one in Washington, D.C. Every time I go there, I feel like one of the lobbyists who wins, because that Washington, D.C. Fogo de Chao has a bunch of lobbyists. But it's usually filled with the lobbyists who win. You know, the ones that work for Google and Apple and AT&T. So every now and then I go to that Fogo de Chao in Washington, D.C. if I'm by the Capitol. I wear my cheesy little suit, and I pretend I'm one of the lobbyists that wins. We'll see. We're going to change stuff with the... Okay, that is the most annoying laugh in the world. My God, I feel bad for whoever's married to that. Anyway. Literally sounds like right out of a mental asylum. Anyway. She's probably laughing at my video quality. That's probably what's going on. She's probably laughing at the quality of my video. Biggest fan, thanks. Oh, thank you, Cap Steve. Whoa, it's a purple Lambo. Hello, purple Lambo. Anybody see the... What a... That is insane. It even has gold rims. That's definitely a perfect car for downtown driving where you're going to be going 14 miles an hour most of your day. Oh my God, the person inside the car looks like they're made of plastic. You know, I'm not going to zoom. That's kind of mean. Whoa, wait, quick look. I spent $480,000 on this car, and all I got was the results of a malformed plastic surgery. Wow. Wait. Oh well, they won. I gave them the attention that they were begging for. The fact that at the end of the day, that piece of shit is still slower than a Model S Plaid or a Dodge Challenger, that's half the noise and 1/4 the price, I don't know. It looks cool, but that's about it. It actually sounds like dog shit. I got flexed on pleb. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I am a pleb. I'm a wagey. You can afford a Lambo, buy one. There's a lot of things that I could afford if I bought at the expense of the rest of my life. I could probably do heroin for a week straight too. I don't know what it would do for my work ethic. I could buy a Lamborghini. I don't know what it would do to my retirement or my business. Overrated. Get a challenge, Demon, what is it, the Dodge Hellcat Challenger or a Model S Plaid. Fuck Lamborghini. Faster too. The video quality is complete garbage. This has to be the worst connection ever. Go to AT&T.com and speak to their representatives if you too would like to have video quality that looks like this. It's AT&T.com. I can just read it. There's no need for text-to-speech while walking. What the fuck is that? Is that an SUV from 1940? I think that's an SUV from 1920. That looked like an SUV from 1920. It looked like the paint job on it needed a bit of work. The blue stuff was starting to look stained, like somebody had just thrown acetone on it or something. Hello, Rodrigo, how are you? AT&T sucks. They very much so do. AT&T is trash. He actually is just going around the block in circles. Okay, bro, what the fuck? This guy is literally driving a $300,000 car around the block in circles with the windows open so everybody could see the very doctored up person, for lack of a better way to put it, sitting in the passenger seat. And then sitting at the traffic light just revving. Actual pencil dick, bro. Actual pencil dick. That's some small pee-pee energy. Stunt 9-4U? Correct. What am I doing? Opinion on Lenovo G5 desktop. I don't know what that is. What is it? Filmed on banana. This is a Pixel 6 Pro being crushed. It's literally being crushed. By the tyranny of AT&T Wireless. The straight up tyranny of AT&T Wireless. That cafe has a very 9th Avenue, New York City feel to it. That has like the 9th Avenue and like 40th or 40th to 50th Street feel to it. I don't know what it is, but that cafe just kind of has a homish feeling to it. I like it. Should probably go in there sometime, but I already ate. Next time, I'm gonna make it a point to stop there. 908 Congress Avenue. It's probably expensive as hell because it's on Congress Avenue. Oh no. Oh no, the New York is here. Oh God, can you guys see the New York? Did you guys see the New York? For lease. And then you look next door. Oh no, and that's also for lease. They're all for lease. Oh God. 2 places for lease on a block. Can we get a third? What the fuck is this? Are you holding this up with cardboard, bro? What in the absolute fuck is this? Yo. What the fuck is this? This looks like some 1850 shit that got a Molotov cocktail thrown through it and has not been fixed ever since. And then right next to it, you have some fucking like $20 million looking building. Damn. It's got that New York energy.
It's very spread out. Yeah.
I spend most of my time when I'm done with work in above here, Williamson County area. Look, it's another one. Right over here. Lease space available. Lease. It says I got $25. Who donated? When I click Super Chat in the app, it doesn't actually show me. I'm sorry I missed you. My bad. When you click it and you scroll, it doesn't even show you a single one. It's actually good to see the YouTube app is still as buggy now as it was when I was using it for live streaming walking around New York a year and a half ago. Good to know nothing has changed. If anybody wants to copy and paste that 2589 comment, I'll happily read it again. Just couldn't see it. Sorry about that. Thank you, Capo Steve. Thank you very much, sir. All right. Okay, no comment, that's why. Well, thank you to the app for not telling me it was empty. The future is Texas Ed. Maybe not. What's this? This looks like another empty building. It's just another empty. What do you guys think is in here? Oh, it looks like there's a directory. It just looks like it's closed for the weekend. Very heavily tinted. These windows are so heavily tinted that it's almost kind of like I'm just looking into a mirror. Wow. Oh no, not the purple fucking Lambo again. God, I swear that shit's following me. You hear the purple Lambo? I think that there's an inverse but proportional relationship between dick size and revving of your vehicle. There's a clear relationship that is inversely proportional. That's the Capitol over there. I think that's Greg Abbott's home. That's where he lives. It's the home of Mr. Greg Abbott. It's being blocked by a tree. That's a genetically weak Texas tree. So one of the things I learned here during the ice storm a few weeks ago is that in contrast to New Hampshire trees, Texas trees are genetically weak. You get 1 or 2 icicles on them and they just all fall down. It's ridiculous. It's actually, you have this whole giant tree. It just falls down when it gets 2 or 3 icicles on it. I didn't lose any power in the ice storm because I live in Williamson County and they do not wrap their power lines around genetically weak trees. I know people in Travis County and Austin that didn't have power for 4 days. Some people didn't have power for 5 days, which is why I'm glad that I do not live here. I do not live here. I live someplace that is not managed like New York City. And when the power did go out near me, for other people's houses, it got fixed in 2 hours. No, Verizon is even worse than AT&T here. Like AT&T is bad service, but in Verizon, in a lot of areas, you get no service. I used to think Verizon was the best. You want an example of a genetically weak tree? Like, what is this? It's not even brown. It looks like some silverish ice cream. I don't know, it's just, this tree is like the color of cum. It's just, I don't understand Texas trees at all. Really don't. Oh, so you live in a rich area. Now, Williamson County is much more affordable than here. So like if you look it up, for $500,000 you could get a 4,000 square foot house in Williamson County. For $500,000 here, you're getting a 900 square foot box. Think of the difference between Williamson County and Travis County, like the difference between, I guess, Long Island and living in Williamsburg or Manhattan. For lack of a better way to put it, it's kind of like that. That's the capital. You could save a lot in living costs if you don't mind trading it in for commute. Very true. I don't walk around here very much. I haven't taken the time to, so I figure I should since I've lived here for 9 months now. Actually, no, let's see. Okay, so like 7 months. I've lived here for 7 months. Long Island is not cheap, but if you wanted to buy a 2,000 square foot house, it would be cheaper in Long Island than it is in Williamsburg. Or let's say the Avenue M part of Brooklyn, or Sheepshead Bay. Like if you were to buy a house in Sheepshead Bay, or like, you know, around Avenue M in Brooklyn, you're gonna pay a lot more money than you would for that same house in, let's say, the outskirts of Long Island. Painted plastic foam trees. Yes, painted plastic. Dire Straits rocks. Listen to your latest trick from like 4.5 or 5 minutes in. Dun 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 dun. Okay, I can't hum for shit. I have no sense of pitch. Dire Straits, your latest trick, just like fast forward to like around 4 minutes and 30 seconds or 5 minutes in. Very cool. I got to meet the guy who recorded that, Neil Dorfsman. He would always do freelance work at Avatar Studios back in 2007 and 2008 when I worked there. There was something about Neil Dorfsman. He was always happy all the time. I don't know if he's like that in real life. I don't know if he's like that with his family or his clients, but at the very least in his interactions with everybody who worked at the studio, he was always very, very outwardly happy. One of the things I wanted to emulate when I was younger, when I started doing customer service for my business, because I was socially awkward, is I wanted to be more like Neil Dorfsman. Like, he is his happiness and his attitude was infectious. It's impossible to not smile around him or crack a smile, because he's always happy. And it shows in the quality of the music that he recorded, because Neil Dorfsman's recorded some of the best albums of all time. But that's very much so a people industry, more so than a technological one. Where is the purple Lambo? I don't know. That's another view of the Capitol. I prefer this over New York. Yeah, but it depends. How do I answer this? What I prefer over New York is not like, oh, this building architecture is preferable to me, or this sidewalk is nicer. I just prefer that I haven't been asked for over $1 million. That I had to pay tens of thousands of dollars to beat down to a few thousand. That was a kick in the dick. That was an absolute kick in the dick. But it's done. They used to get tax revenue from 12 employees plus my income.
Wait to cross 13th.
Now they get tax revenue from shit. Another genetically weak tree up ahead. What is this? I'm telling you, the trees in Texas are genetically inferior to trees almost anywhere else. I saw it February 2nd. A quarter inch of snow. All the fucking trees fall down. It's ridiculous. Because now I kind of understand the Texas power meme. In New Hampshire, trees don't fall down everywhere. Like, every tree doesn't just fall down because there was an inch of snow. In New York, trees fall down, but they don't fall down because of half an inch of snow. Here, every single tree falls down when you have snow. And apparently, it seems to be standard operating procedure for the power company to wrap the power lines around the trees that are about to fall down. I guess that's how I guess that'll be a great way to ensure job security there. That's what you call job security. This block is like half of it peaceful, half wasteland looking, and I'm not really sure which one it is. Your New York City scooter ride was more interesting. Texas sucks. My bike needs maintenance. I need to replace the phase runner controller on it. I gotta find a mobile bike mechanic. At some point I gotta make time to find a mobile bike mechanic here. I'm never gonna make time for that. What made the bike fun in New York City is that I was riding a bike that was not legal for the street, and I was going 30 miles an hour on a bike that was not supposed to go more than 20 miles an hour, and yelling bafang as I did so. And it was also funny because I was going around cars, and there was that constant like dodging of people that are trying to kill you with the driving. That's part of what made it fun. Walking is much more boring. I don't know how much of that is the environment versus just what I'm doing. I'm not touching that button, Marshall. You have any idea how many homeless people probably peed on that button? I try to keep myself as clean as possible. When are you going to walk down 6th Street? Not tonight, not tonight. Not tonight, I'm afraid. Too far away. Clay Pit is a decent restaurant if you don't mind waiting an hour for lunch. They make good food, I mean that. It's just you will take an hour for lunch. Saul, that people tell me I'm the rock everywhere, not just Texas. And you usually just respond by going, and the connector. And your point. This is 5G with 5 bars, AT&T. A suggestion.
They might.
Sorry. Let's see. If your business and pursuits fail, you should have your YouTube channel be walking around random cities called Lewis Walkman. I think Sony may file a trademark dispute there. Okay, this is the walking side. This is the biking side. Huh, let's see. I thought somebody was following me, so I'm using my phone as a rear view mirror. It actually works pretty well for that purpose. This makes an excellent rear view mirror. All right, weirdo is gone. Go back to front facing camera. West Campus, Lone Star State. Why is US network infrastructure? You really have the same hardware as Chinese. And they are doing just fine. I don't know, man. Try to do a walk around stream talking about Tiananmen Square. I don't know, man. I've always thought the traffic buttons are placebo, but it makes me feel good to smash them. Lewis and his bottle of water can't take New York out of the sky. Excuse me? Excuse me? What does it say? Actually, you can't tell because this pixel camera can't focus for shit. What does it say? Wow, this really can't focus for shit. I'm literally pressing my thumb on the screen right where it says it. Anyway, you can't see that because the Pixel 6 is a piece of shit. They can't focus. That says Ozarka, proudly Texas water, and it has the Lone Star over there. And you can't see that because, come on. There we go, finally. I had a zoom. Proudly Texan, baby. This is Texas water. No focus. Telling you, if I didn't get this phone for free, honestly, even at free, it's still kind of a piece of shit. It says this is from Blue Triton Brands, Stamford, Connecticut. Is Blue Triton Brands a Nestle? Texas has no water though. Well, kind of true. You know, you got me there. It never rains here. This is like a little bit of the East Village-ish area, this West Campus thing. It's kind of like a weak version of the East Village. Maybe like a COVID version of the East Village when it comes to restaurant choice. You have Thai food, Vietnamese food, another Chinese restaurant, tapioca house, a place where you could buy hip clothing so you don't look like a boomer like I do. A place that does consumer electronics repair. You got One Up Repairs over there. Oh, let's face it. I mean, now that you have Rossman Group on 24th in San Antonio, do you really need any other repair shop? No, I'm sure they're good. They're probably nice people. They're probably kind people. Hawaiian ice cream. Hawaiian ice cream. Unfortunately, it's closed. I know somebody that would be very excited if they saw Hawaiian ice cream. Unfortunately, aloha y'all. Our shop has been closed permanently. Thank you for your support and love for our business. See, this is the type of sign I'm used to seeing in New York City. Wonder why they closed. This one too, Poke Bay. This is another store. Closed. We will miss you. We couldn't have made it without you. It was our pleasure. Damn, it's actually kind of sad now. What? This shit too? Yo, am I walking through New York City right now? What the? Kung Fu. Everything here is fucking closed. This entire block is closed. Inch? All right then. Yeah. The person, whoever said that they're going to tear it down and build a new high-rise is probably right. That's probably right. Rinse and repeat the cycle. Who is the real estate king of this area? It's a name similar to the guy from Tool. Who is it? David Keene, that's his name. David Keene is supposed to be the king of West Campus real estate. He runs a company called, it's on the tip of my tongue, Lincoln Ventures, David Keene. That's the, I believe that is the king of West Campus real estate. Hopefully what he builds here is more productive and more fulfilling than whatever you have in New York City. Yo, look at this. Holy shit, the other side of the street is the same bullshit. It's Saturday night. Why is everything closed? This makes no fucking sense.
Honestly, it's pretty.
Okay. This is Thai food closed. Indian restaurant closed. Alante Salon closed. Barbershop closed. Yo. Maybe it's me. Maybe everywhere that I live goes to shit. Maybe that's what it is. You got the Instagram models across the street over here. The Instagram people. Got the Instagram models. This is literally a copy and paste of New York City. Empty real estate, traffic, Instagram models. Empty real estate, traffic, Instagram model. Empty real estate, traffic. You kidding? Actually, I literally brought New York with me.
It's like 1%.
Okay, what is this? What the fuck do we have over here? Ty, how are you? The fuck is this? What the flying fuckery is this? Bro. Alante Salon for men and women. No trespassing. Graffiti, check. Window you can't see through, check. Business closed, check. Okay, 2104 Guadalupe. Telling you. What did I used to say? What's happening in New York City is a microcosm of the rest of the country. Dainty Hooligan Austin is now closed. We apologize for any inconvenience. Am I dreaming? No trespassing. Thank you for the 57 years of loyalty at this location. 57 years of loyalty at this location. Closed. Another one. And somebody wrote, next to the good all, somebody wrote, I love you, okay? To be fair, Austin appears to have less people running around with baseball bats looking to hit people in the back of the head to rob them. Yeah, I guess it's still legal to defend yourself here, I think. It's something you're allowed to carry here that I don't think you're allowed to in New York City. It's on the tip of my tongue. Can't remember exactly what it is. It tends to deter people from robbing you. If only somebody could remind me of what that is. Anyway, this is empty. What the fuck? Anyway. All right, we keep it moving, keep it moving. That was a depressing block, I'll be honest. So you have all that empty shit right next to a bunch of fancy high-end apartments over there. Damn, it's like I'm walking through New York City in the Southwest. A little bit of New York City. Yeah, a sharp pencil, that's definitely what it is. A sharp pencil. Yeah, you need a sharp pencil so that you can take notes during your classes at UT. That's definitely what it is. Okay, this place is under renovations. At least it's not closed. Okay. Thank you, Frank Coley. Another one. What's this? We're closed. We are moving to a bigger location. Okay, at least they're doing that. Hey, 24th and Guadalupe. Very cool. Oh yeah, that opened 2 years ago. Okay, so this used to be a CVS. So this has been for lease for 2 years. Okay, not 2 years. 18 months and 20 months? 18 months about. Long time to be for lease, you know? I think there's some sort of sorority party going on tonight based on the attire of everybody who's walking into this particular entrance of the university. Spider Deuce. Confirmation of prior comment. Oh. Another for lease. What do you think of the U.S. getting involved in the war of Ukraine? Oh, I think Ukraine feeds a good portion of the world. And if they wind up getting steamrolled over by Russia, it probably is not good for worldwide food supply. It's also kind of a chance for the U.S. to redeem itself, since the U.S. used to do the whole, like, I'm going to go into your country and fuck it up thing. So now when it happens to somebody else, they're trying to help defend them against somebody going into their country and fucking it up kind of thing. It's like karmic redemption. It's like the redemption arc. I think if all the places that the Ukraine feeds around the world it provides food to can continue doing that, I don't see how American companies are not going to just fill that void by sending crap overseas where they could get more money for it. The U.S. has an interest in the Ukraine not getting steamrolled. Also, I think if Putin manages to succeed in steamrolling Ukraine, I don't know. Maybe China steamrolls Taiwan and Hong Kong. Maybe North Korea thinks now's the time to steamroll South Korea. Like, I think there's a lot of people watching to see whether or not he wins, whether or not he gets away with it. But ask somebody who does politics for a living what they think of that. I don't do politics for a living. Go to Destiny or Ben Shapiro or, I don't know, any one of those people on YouTube that does politics shit full time. That's not my thing. It's not my thing. Not enough trash on the street to be like New York. Honestly, true. Yeah. And one of the things that I do is anytime I see like one of these scooters knocked over, I see random trash somewhere, I try to be halfway decent citizen and pick it up so that this place looks better than my old homeland. True, Saberman31. Very true. I can't argue with you on that, honestly. Yes, I could. I just wouldn't really have a way to win that argument because I'd be factually incorrect. What are you looking for, Lewis? I'm just walking. I'm looking to relieve osteoarthritis on my knee. Can't do my running anymore or my elliptical, so I'm just doing long distance, just walking around. I do this a couple of times a day for an hour or two. One sec, let me just deactivate the alarm. Stupid phone app. I have this pain in the ass cell phone app for the store alarm. Yeah, that's a business. What shoes am I wearing for walking? Some $40 Puma. This is like a $30 or $40 Puma shoe. Nothing special. Cheap shit. Cheap shit. stepmom made me this 13 years ago when I opened my business. That's Clinton. That's Barry. That's Ross in a peer group with a 2, because we're starting over. This is my old store sign, except it has a 2, because this is the attempt, second attempt. Uncivil Law got me this. I feel like a piece of shit. I really have to return his email. He's a nice dude. We got dinner a month ago. He's a really nice guy. He also got me some, what is this, 82 proof Texas whiskey. It's absolutely lovely. He has a good channel. You should check him out. Got Dan's workstation over here. Kevin's workstation over there, right next to the liquor. Kevin is our customer service representative, which is why the liquor is at his desk, because dealing with that all day, you kind of need it. This is Patrick's desk. Patrick has a globe over here. Patrick's job as the shipping clerk is constantly filled with pain. So he has the word pain on his printer with a bondage pepe, because his job is filled with pain and sorrow, heartache and misery. This is Chris's desk. Chris is a fucking machine. He's actually a machine. I actually got an email from somebody this morning saying, I went to your store and all I saw was somebody working on a floor. And I said, yeah, you showed up 40 minutes before we opened, that there's not going to be anybody there to help you. And he's like, well, I don't know if I trust a building that looks like somebody just moved into it. So I just kind of sent him an email like, okay, bye. Go to the Apple store, asshole. You're welcome to go to the Apple store. You're welcome to pay $2,000 and not get your data back. That's always an option. But thank you for saying that this place looks trustworthy. I really appreciate that. And so does everybody here who set it up to look nice. This is Steve's desk. Steve's computer is genetically weak. He has an i7 in this computer, but the i7 inside this computer has something like a 7,000 CPU benchmark score. The i5 Ultrabooks are faster than that. This is a little clean room bench over here. This is all filters over here. It's like a $5,000 or $6,000 filter for hard drives. Got us little head stacks in there for the hard drives. You got Steve's donor collection over here. Steve is a pack rat. He collects donors like crazy. See all the donor drives? It's crazy 15 years in to still get emails like, I don't know if I can. Not like, I'm not sure if I should get my machine fixed through you, but like, I don't know if you're a real business, or I don't know if I trust a business to think. Like, I don't know, when I was younger, I would respond to that more patiently. Now it's just like a straight up suck my dick, you know? Like if you're gonna pull a whole, oh, I saw somebody working on a floor, I don't know if I can trust it. It's like, go to the Apple store, bro. I have enough work. Yeah, this place came along pretty nicely. This is where I am until I get kicked out. We'll see how long that takes. How long until I screw up my life again and decide to move, pick everything up, and move to a new store that costs more money, or across the country, or whatever. We will see. We will see. But I like this place. It's pretty nice. I just need to get my desk back. I have a student desk over here, but it's just, student desk just doesn't do it. Student desk doesn't do it. I need my desk back. It's just a stupid customer thing where Lenovo recently had some weak financial results. PC sales down. I mean, I think we've gotten to a point where you don't need to buy a fancy new computer to do, like, to get stuff done anymore. You really don't need a fancy computer to, like, you don't, to do 99% of what a normal person does. Even if you're a video editor or something, like, do you really need this year's cutting edge, latest GPU or CPU? Like, not really. I mean, there has finally been some progress, but it's not like it actually makes things radically different. Like, things are fast enough as is. That's why companies are going to get more and more oppositional towards repair, because that's the only reason for people to buy a new one is going to be that they can't fix their old one. Rossmann Group open and fix hard drives now. We don't fix them, we do data recovery. It only happens once a year, but like once a year somebody will come to us with a $55 hard drive and ask me why I won't fix it so they can use it again. And it's just, bruh. Okay, sure, $900. For $900, I will fix your drive so you can use it again. No warranty. I'll do it. I've never been the type to have flags in my window. Like, I don't have a repair flag in my window. I honestly don't even have a sign, like, most of the time. Like, for most of my time in New York City, my store didn't even have a sign. So I don't know, I've never really been big on the whole branding thing. I don't have a Ukrainian flag, a BLM thing, a Blue Lives Matter thing, a Biden thing, a Trump thing, and like I don't really do that. All I have in the front of the store is my cat. I have a crocheted picture that my stepmom made me of my cat. And that's how you know this is legitimate business, because I got the picture of the cat. Not kidding, David Moore. That review is going to show up soon. Bought a soldering station. Want a heat station and a good mat to work on. What do you recommend? Whatever is in the links of the board repair videos. And the board repair videos have a bunch of links to everything that I suggest and use. My desktop PC has a Rossmann sticker. Awesome. Hello, Tweety US News. Good to see you again. It's been a while. Uncivil law is amazing. I agree. He's a cool dude. Why did you let your staff go home? Because it's Saturday. Nobody works here on Saturday but me. Yes, this is Wi-Fi. This is fiber. Do you remember when you knocked 10 components off a board and let fly a string of like 10 expletives? No, I think you're thinking of Paul Daniels. Paul Daniels did that on my channel. You're getting gray hairs. No, I'm not getting. I already have them. Most of these gray hairs I developed many years ago. Show feet. For $200 super chat, I will show my feet. $200. $200 super chat. I will. You want me to show my feet, dude? You have to give me $200. At least $200. Let's see. Another 10 quid from Capo Steve with a message this time. Okay, so what is the, here. A2141, it works great. However, when plugged in, it's plugged in charging, you close the lid, when you wake up it shows error, CPU core 1, ugh. Also, Touch ID doesn't work if on charge, unplug it and work. Whoa, why do you have to have a problem like that, man? Why can't you just have a touch bar that doesn't work? Why can't you just have a touch bar that doesn't work? Why do you have to have a touch bar that only doesn't work when you're charging it? Okay, the CPU thing, no clue. Touch bar not working? Honestly, it sounds like you have an issue related to some sort of general corrosion. Do you live in a humid environment? Because that's the only thing that would explain every single one of your issues. The only thing that explains all your issues, Capo Steve, is you live in a humid environment and you have some weird random corrosion on your board, or else that's usually not going to be solvable. I would open it up and see. Now, since you're in the UK and not here, I can't really help you, but there's a place called ITC Extreme. That's I as in Iceland, C as in cunt, wait no, I as in Iceland, T as in Thailand, C as in cunt, Extreme, ITC Extreme. I would check them out, and yeah, they do really good repair work, and I believe they are local to you, so you will save money on shipping it here. ITC Extreme. Let's see. Gray means distinguished. I don't know about that. I think that means stressed. Why are you a cat lover? learned repair from torturing myself over and over again, staying at work until 3 or 4 in the morning, going back and forth and Googling shit over and over again and experimenting until it made sense. Why are you a cat lover? I like cats. Cats are... Have you ever met Blackberry or Clinton? What phone should I get to take good pictures of my marine aquarium? I don't know shit about what phones have a good camera. Pixel 4a 5G maybe? Pixel 4a seems like it takes decent pictures. You can get it for like $150 used. It was great to meet and chat with you at DEF CON. Thank you again for the soldering advice. Ah, great meeting you, Stevie Miller. Thank you. Does it make it profitable being in the city, or does mail-in now make over 50%? There's very little walk-in business here. It's mostly mail-in. Yeah, and it's like 99% of the business here is mail-in. However, I have half of the employees that I did before. So half of the business with half of the employees, it kind of like winds up evening out. Just kind of evening out. It also usually, every time I've moved to a new location, it takes 3 to 6 months before business picks up. So I think the same is going to be true here. It's going to be a little bit of time before people know that I'm here, before word gets out, before my SEO goes up. Like, even last week when I Googled MacBook repair New York City, I was ranked number 1 or 2. But here, when I Googled MacBook repair Austin, I was like number 5 or 7. So it's going to take a while for that stuff to pop up. Have a good day. Thank you, Grant. Thank you very much. Is there a Rossmann repair approved shop in the Netherlands? Yes, Duco. I don't know if he's still doing it. I don't know if his business name either. Yeah, he was the guy, Duke Fox, that used to post on my forum back in 2016. I don't know if he has an open to the public business or if he's just doing insurance things right now. What are you planning to do at LTX 23? Show up. I am planning to show up. I don't know what they do, what I would do there. It is Canada after all. Does mail-in work for you? Sometimes, yeah, sure. Why did you even move? I'm way out of the loop. Oh, man. 2020, COVID policy, standing outside my door of my business in June 2nd, 2020 with a fucking titanium rod sticks, watching every business around me get destroyed, and then them asking for close to like $1.2 million in back taxes that I didn't actually owe, that it took me a year and a half of fighting and spending 5 figures of money fighting to get them to realize that I didn't owe it. And then I was done. And that was that. That was the last straw. I had too much. Fuck New York City. If you enjoy New York City, to be clear, if you enjoy it, if you have a successful company there, if you have your family there, you like it there, everything about New York City is great to you, by all means. I don't want to take away from your enjoyment of New York City. By all means, enjoy it. It's just for me, I'm done. I'm done. I had enough. Yep, I made my way to number 1 there, Frank. I had the number 1 Google ranking there. But it's going to take me at least a year to get number 1 Google ranking here. At least a year. Finally took the plunge and opened my own repair shop in January. Thanks to you, best thing I ever did. Cool. I'm glad it worked out. That's awesome. Thank you. I wish you the best of luck, man. It's a lot harder now than it was when I started, that's for sure. Like I used to be able to buy for the, back in my day stories. For an A1181 MacBook, I could buy an LP133 WX1 TLA1 screen for $58, man. And there was like 10 screws to get that out of the computer. 10, 15 screws. So easy. The thing even came with magnets so that you could, it was a beautiful repair. You could make $100 in 10 minutes of time. Your customer would be incredibly happy. There was virtually no risk. You'd be cheaper than everybody else. It was just so easy. So easy. Now it's like, you have to buy a full assembly for $300 or $500. Oh my God, with the 15-inch machines, the fucking LCD by itself half the time is a factory reject, and it costs $350, and it's glued in, and it's a 1-hour procedure to get it out, and it's just not the same, man. It's just not the same. The ladder has really been pulled up on the independent repair industry. 6 of my employees moved from New York to Texas, and the other 6, I don't know. They're living their best life. You're a silly outseeker. What do you think dissuades Apple from making public their diagnostic tools? I think it comes down to company culture and philosophy. I was reading something that said that the reason that Steve Jobs never really wanted to get surgery until it was too late is because he just didn't want his body to be violated. And if you're somebody that doesn't even want to have your cell, like you're not even going to get life-saving surgery just because you don't want to be violated, you're probably going to carry that over into your products. And he didn't think that these products should be opened by people or messed with or screwed with. That's the best guess I have. I don't know. I mean, I would love to have a real conversation with the people that work at Apple that make these decisions. Like, I'd be open to a real conversation. Instead of speaking through a lobbyist and through the PR speak, like, just be honest. Why can't I get a chip? Why can't I get a schematic? Like, just be honest. Just tell me what it is that is making you think that we would live in a better world if Louis Rossmann cannot buy a charging chip to a MacBook. Explain it to me. Because maybe you have a good reason. So thank you very much, Capo Steve. That's very kind. What is a good way to further the cause of right to repair in a small, rural, heavily agricultural-based community? If they're a very agricultural-based community, I would just say listen to people. Introduce them to some of the talks and articles that people like Jared. I think it's what is his name? Jared Wilson have put out there. Yes, like, I don't know. Have them listen to some of the farmers, or the interviews with farmers like Kevin Kenny. I interviewed Kevin Kenny on this channel. I think I probably could have structured it a little better, but yeah, I interviewed Kevin Kenny, and there was, any farmer or agricultural-based community will understand the problem when they listen to farmers talk about the crap they have to go through just to make their own stuff on their farm work again. It sits waiting for a wheel in the worst body shop in all of Texas, Jeff M. There used to be a lot of communes just west of Austin. Only hope for Framework laptops. I love Framework. The problem is they only have like one line. They have like one lineup, like an Ultrabook. If you don't want an Ultrabook with those specs, you're kind of shit out of luck. I hope that they get enough money to be able to do more of it. They actually, I think the CEO asked if my boss was actually interested in doing the next round of investing, and I never heard back from him, so I said, whatever. Sorry. But yeah, there needs to be, you need more friendly billionaires and 100 billionaires to start companies like Framework that actually want to make schematics available, that want to design things that are repairable. It's just, there's a very short supply of benevolent billionaires and multi-billionaires that want to give money to shit like that. Because they're not going to be able to compete with Dell and HP and Lenovo in terms of being able to offer all the different lineups, like the ultra thin, the super powerful, the mid-range, and all that shit. You need money to do that. And like, don't get me wrong, I want to see them get that money. I hope they get that money. But they're fighting a very difficult battle there. I don't see how they win that. The incumbents have very low profit margins, even with unrepairable devices that are expensive. Again, somebody mentioned earlier that some major PC manufacturers were saying that they lost money, or that their revenue is going down. Their profit margins are absolute dog shit to begin with. So their profit margins are trash right now. So starting a business in an industry where the established players that have way more money than you and way more experience, that are building, doing their own motherboards in-house, yeah, good luck. I don't know. I wish Framework the best of luck. I don't know. Let's see. Any insight on the Minnesota Fair Repair Bill? Nothing yet. There's supposed to be another hearing sometime this week. I'll have to ask how that's going. We hired Fredrickson and Byron in the state of Minnesota. Yeah, Shep Harris is leading the charge on that for us. He's doing a good job, I think. The thing that really helps us there is that guy Gary Doms that was against right to repair, he was the chair of consumer, I believe it was chair of the Committee on Consumer Protection or some shit, and he lost his chair. So he's going to be gone. So that means that somebody else is taking his place, and the person who took his place is for right to repair, which is great. How do you stay in good shape? I don't think I'm in really good shape. I mean, I guess I go walking a lot every day. I avoid eating carbs. I avoid eating dessert. I try to avoid eating bread. Try. Keyword try. And what else is there? The most important one is, oh yeah, lift weights every other day. But I don't think I'm in really good shape. I think I'm in adequate shape. I would say adequate. Adequate is a fair way to describe it. Good, probably not. Thanks for not giving up and still working in right to repair in spite of the adversity. What else am I going to do with my life? I got probably another 40 years before I'm dead. You know, you got to fill it up with something worthwhile. You need something to do that's worthwhile to keep you busy. All right, time to get out of here. I did my walk. I did my walk to the Colorado River. I walked back. Time to get out of here. See you later. Husband told me you live. Love seeing you in the right to repair movement. I need more cat and dating content for more juicy content when my husband plays you in the background. Well, there's some, you know, Nicole, there was something released just earlier today. But you shouldn't watch it. It'll melt your brain. Anyway, that's it for today. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye now.